health.
Very good morning to one and all present here. I welcome you all to Skilling on Saturdays. And today we are completing our 75 weeks and have a special guest, esteemed guest, Dr. P.K. Rajput, sir. Let me introduce him to our audience. Professor Rajput is highly accomplished and versatile professional with over 42 years of rich experience in the pharmaceutical and healthcare industry while building brands to various divisions with double-digit growth. He has proven expertise in sales and marketing, leading leadership development, and bridging the gap between industry and academia. Driven by his immense dedication and passion for leadership, he has made significant contributions as a senior vice president, professor of practice, and a member of advisory boards, Senate, and honorary boards. Dr. Rajput's influential author work and commitment to lifelong learning further solidify his industry leadership. He has served as a senior vice president for Cadila Pharmaceuticals, having a vast experience of 40 plus years. He has successfully led sales and marketing efforts for entire India and 25 countries, launching various divisions and building high-performing teams. His exceptional dedication and passion towards leadership, driving business growth and marketing penetration. He is a professor of practice at multiple universities and institutions. With many feathers in his cap, he also is a life member of Leadership Excellence Harvard, life member of Indian Society and of Training and Development, honorary board member, esteemed institutes worldwide, global leadership coach, vice president, healthcare and education with MSME CII, pharma business leader. So, lot of, if I read the entire introduction of him, it's multiple feathers that he holds in his hat. So, with this short introduction, he is also a lifelong learner, a wonderful student. And with this, we come back to sir. We welcome you, sir. And we would definitely love to get leadership tips from you.
Thank you so much, C.A. Shivani ma'am, and very, very good morning to you. Good morning to Hirani sir. Good morning to C.A. Dr. Rajkumar. Good morning to Mulidhar Garu, and so many wonderful people, so many chartered accountants, so many good people they have joined here. It is my honor to be there on your 75th series of SoS, because I'm very happy and lucky. And on first, we all celebrated at the CA Day. So I am one of the person who is going to be starting about the new year for the CA Day, which is there. So thank you for the great opportunity. And what you said, we all are a lifelong learner. So yes, learning is in the breath, right? The more we meet the people, the more we learn from everybody. So that is all about it. Over to you, Shivani ma'am.
So definitely we would love to hear from your experience. What was your life journey and how you made it to the place you are today?
Okay, fantastic. So my life journey was very, very simple, and still it is very simple, and it will be very simple, right? So I started my journey while completing my graduation. I was in the engineering college, but I didn't like engineering. So you can understand a person from the mathematics background, he left the engineering college and joined the pharmaceutical industry, where I never knew about anatomy, physiology, and all. But that one attitude was there in my mind, or aptitude was there to learn and to excel in that particular field. So I started that, and I joined as a medical representative, simple medical representative, in the year 1982. So my parents, they were not happy, because you know that at that time, if somebody's son or daughter is going towards the medical science or toward the engineering, they feel that they are on the seventh sky, the seventh world. So anyhow, I said, no, I will be able to prove myself. And with that intention and with that aptitude of learning, I started working. And believe you me, in a single one company I have worked, because people, they say that the other side of the grass is greener. I said, let me water my own grass to make it greener. And I received with my effort and with the dedication or whatever the contribution which my seniors they have given to me on my building up the things, I received 15 promotions. But at the same time, when I talk about learning, I completed my MBA, I did my specialized course from IIM. During the time of Corona, I completed my 27 international certificates. And at the same time, I did my PhD. So I said, okay, because I was getting a lot of honorary doctorates. I said, that is not going to make a difference unless and until I will not study properly. So I completed my PhD. Then I said, okay, fine, I can write it as a real doctor instead of putting it as an honorary causa. So this was my this academic part of the journey which was there. Coming to the journey of from medical representative to the highest position of the organization as a senior vice president for India and 25 countries. So that was very, very clear that yes, I have to ensure that I should be building the organization. I should be one of the pillar for the organization. And with that continuous thing, I received a couple of promotions, and I always give the credit to my team, because if the team would have not been taken the way which we all have thought about it, the vision, the mission and all, we would have not built that such a big conglomerate. So my last assignment, which I left it, it was almost of, we were working on the 1500 crore company and taking care for multiple divisions, building up the things. So this is the last journey. Then in 2022, I decided, I mean, it was not in 2022, during the time of Corona, I decided that whatever I am learning now, let me give back to the society. Let me build the youngsters. Today, even our respected Prime Minister, they said that local for global. So thinking that attitude, thinking so many of the people, professionals, they are giving back to the society. I said, whatever the learning is there, let me part with the youngsters, because they are the future, right? And when the futures are there in front of us, we can build them, we can shape them. Because if I have traveled my journey of 40 years, in that experience, in that hurdles towards the opportunity, if I'm able to inform the youngster or to the professional or to the startups, right? This is the way that if you take the things, right, you will be able to achieve your vision or mission. So that's why I took the farewell from the organization. And thanks to the God, thanks to so many of my wonderful people, so many of good people like you, right? And so many people who have joined. So I am on the journey of learning and sharing. The more I will learn, the better I will share.
Wonderful, sir. Definitely, learning and sharing is the way forward. And we would like to know from you what we mean by global leadership and what are the various forms of leadership styles in global organizations.
So first of all, let me just tell you that what is the leadership, which is very, very important, right? Leadership is a very vast subject, right? And I always want to put it in a very two simple line, which is very important. One is the process of influencing the people. That is the leaders does this, right? And you can see across all the leaders within the entire globe, either started from our respected prime minister to the any leader or at a professional and all, they always influence the people. They also provide an environment that for them to achieve the organization goal. So this is the actual 2 points of the leadership. Now your question is, what is the global part, right? Now today, since I talk on the leadership, I always say there are the 4 types of the leadership. Then only I'll go to the global one. The one is the democratic leadership. So democratic leadership is, it involves the involving the team members in decision-making process and valuing their input. That is the one thing which is known as the democratic leadership. Okay, sir, please repeat. Manisha ma'am has asked, repeat the first point. Second point. The second point is providing an environment where the entire team is able to achieve the real objective which has been designed. So this is the second part of the leadership, Manisha ma'am. Now coming to the, I was talking about there are 4 types of the leadership. One is one is known as the democratic leadership, because this leadership, it always involves involving the people member in the decision making process and valuing their input. So you take the input from everybody. Second point is that transformational leadership, which I always talk, because today if we have to perform, we have to transform. That is the real requirement, and this we have learned from our own mythology, 5,000 old mythology from Lord Krishna. He was the real transformational leader, right? You can see in the multiple ways. When I say about it, then this leadership, it always ensures that the team members to achieve the exceptional results by creating a compelling vision, which Lord Krishna, he did it for Arjuna, for Yudhishthir, for all the Kaurav, Pandavas and all. So this is the right way of the transformational leadership. Third part is the servant leadership, which is the prioritize the need of the team member and work to support them. And the last is the autocratic leadership, which we call as the bossism. I am the boss, whatever I am going to say, that is final, nobody is going to argue. So today we work on the transformational leadership, which is the real requirement. Now coming to your point, what is the effective points of the global leadership, correct? So first is very important, vision and strategy. Why vision and strategy? Because it is going to articulate a clear and a compelling vision that incorporate the entire transformation which is required to inspire and motivate your entire team. Second thing is innovation culture, because the culture has to be innovative, which is filled of creativity, experimentation, and risk-taking to ensure the groundbreaking ideas and solutions. Today, that's why we say, then when in the NEP 2020 had come, we are talking about the creativity. We are talking about the experiential learning. See how that leadership part is getting shifted towards the schools, which is very important because then only we are going to make them the local to global. Okay, a question has come, what is the difference between managers and leaders? Can a good manager become a good leader? Yes, I will tell you what is the difference between that. And of course, a good manager can become certainly a good leader. But let me complete. Third is the communication and transparency. So the communication has to be straight, right? You should not be going round and round. And there has to be a transparency in the communication. Whatever is there in your platter, you have to serve to the other people, which is very important. Then only the vision and the mission, the goal will be same because everybody will think alike. So that's why it's a transformation. This is a communication and transparency. Then motivation and inspiration. Why I say about it? Because you know that if you motivate any person, the person will be able to achieve the pinnacle of the height, which is very important. This we have seen in our home also. When we motivate the child and the child is not able to do, when we inspire the child, yes, you can do it. The child is going to cross that barrier. When it is happening at that age of 7 years or 4 years, 5 years, it can happen to a person which is a complete matured person. So motivation and inspiration is an important point for any person, every person. And believe you me, Shivani ma'am, every person requires inspiration. Every person requires motivation because it gives them the happiness. It gives them the dopamine to come out with that they are able to do it because they have the capability and capacity. Then it is the building trust. Today we talk about the building the trust, right? That trust is a very, very important factor. It cannot be purchased. It has to be continuous build, right? And once you are able to build the trust, you are able to make a difference. Then I can also say that the lifelong learner, which I always feel and we always believe in that, sustainability and the social responsibility, because as we grow, we have the sustainability part, which is very important, and the social responsibility, because we have to take care for the people also. We have to take care for the environment also. So these things are very, very important, which we require for a global leadership.
Wonderful, sir. I would also like to know what role does cultural diversity and sensitivity play in education?
100%, 100%. What you said, it is diversity and inclusion. This is the one point which is because it creates a diverse and the inclusive work environment where everyone feels valued, respected, and empowered to contribute. Today, it is the need of the hour, right? And unless and until if you will not do it, you will not become a real successful person. Gone are the days that the different culture, different caste and creed were being segmented. Today, all are one. I always say the color of the blood is one, right? So when the color of the blood is one, then there has to be a respect for any person and every person coming from different caste, creed, or different place. Because their thinking can be vast, they are coming from that side. It is very old saying. You can born very poor, but now to die as a poor, being a poor, it is not in your hand, right? You can become a rich also by doing a lot of work, which is very important. And being global is measured with number of persons touched by the. It depends upon it, because as soon as Manisha ma'am, you keep on growing, right? Okay, you will have lot of the followers, and at the same time, you are supposed to build them like a leader. I like to add point here what CA Manisha ma'am has said about it. What is the today's definition of the leader also? The leader is the person who doesn't only lead, but the leader always inspire the person. When the leader is not there in that particular position, the entire team is able to take the things for the future which are important. Manisha ma'am, I also want to add it. When we used to have the board meeting, we always used to come with one of the different points, because I always used to say, which I have learned, that when some outsider wants to see that who is the leader inside, nobody can observe that who is the person leading, because everybody is filled with that leadership quality, which is very important. Poverty is a crime to the humanity. You are right. But poverty, see, there are two things are there. In our India, let me 80% of the people are on the middle income group, right? 80%. And out of that, 23% are in the lower income group. But now it doesn't happen that the people cannot build their entire destiny. You have to inculcate that point which is there, so that they can change from the poverty toward the real requirement. Yes, you cannot change the entire things, but yeah, you will be able to make the things difference. I think Shivani ma'am, Hirani sir, Shivani ma'am has lost the connection.
I'm there, sir.
Yeah. No, Hirani sir, you are here. Shivani ma'am has lost the connection. She was.
Okay.
She has come. She has come.
Okay.
You are on mute, Shivani ma'am. You are on mute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. There was an internet.
No problem, ma'am.
What can be done to solve? Sorry. The next question is, what is trying to establish themselves as global?
No, once again,
Can
can
you
you
hear
repeat?
me?
No, once again, can you repeat?
What are the main challenges faced by organizations trying to establish themselves as globally?
See, the organization challenges is that thinking of the vision together, right? And the first thing is, I always told you, I told you that it's the communication and the transparency. So what is the organization? It is a bundle of the people who are there. They build the organization, right? And when there are 10 people, 15 people, 20 people are there who are going to lead, they are the part of the organization. So we always say the tea comes from the top in the cup. So the person who is leading it, he has to be very clear about his vision, mission. And when we say vision, what is vision? Vision is when you close your eyes, you can see that, yes, this is my vision is there in front of. That has to be the vision, clear vision. So if you are able to put that vision properly, and then you are able to prepare the right goals, what are the goals are required in that, you are able to provide the right roadmap, then you are going to monitor it with the timelines, right? And see that where the hurdles are there, what hurdles has to be taken immediately and what has to be passed. Then these things is not going to happen, because over a period of time, when I was taking care as a general manager to the senior vice president, we had a lot of challenges. But we took that challenges as an opportunity, because every lock comes with a key, right? Every lock comes with the key. It is very, very prudent about it, right? So the challenges were there, but there was opportunity. We always say half glass empty or half glass filled, right? So that is the way that we have to think about it. Multiple challenges can be taken with a group of the people who are the trusted people who ensure the thing which can make the things happen. Now it depends upon the head that either you make the things happen or either you break the things happen.
What are some of the common mistakes made by people aspiring to become globally?
What are the common mistakes? Okay, let me tell you, this is about it. First thing is mindset. I am very critical and I am very candid, because I have seen both type of the people. One, we always say that wherever there the fruits are there and the tree, the fruits go, that the trees goes down, right? But some of the people, they unnecessarily have the head high. So the mindset is getting changed. So this is a common mistake which is there, because The more you are down to earth, the more you will be a people friendly. You will be a real good transformation leader. Again, Arjuna conversation with Sri Krishna, Lord Sri Krishna. Right? He was a Sarthi. He was a god, but he was a Sarthi. Right? And he was a Sarthi, then he was ready to take care for the thing, but in a most humble way. So the mindset is one of the very important things. Second thing is that responsibility in the leadership. There is a common mistake. If everything is happening good, it means I did it. If it is not happening good, you are the failure. So if you just reverse it, that everything is happening good, it's the team who did it. And if the things are not happening good, it is I which is responsible. I want to take the example of Mr. Sundar Pichai, right? When this chat GPT has come and then he has gone gubad enough. So there was some problem over there. He took the responsibility. Fine, I understand about it, but I will be rectifying it. Right? These are the things which are there, and today you know how the things are getting changed about it. Right? And what Satyam Nadella sir he says about it, because you know that we are talking about the AI. So Satyam Nadella, he said that no, Google is 95% and we are the Microsoft, we are taking care for just 3.5%, right there. But he has taken it as a challenge. So when you listen such type of the people who are the global leader, you will be able to understand and learn that yes, what is their thinking is there. And that's what we keep on learning. The other challenge is again, attitude of gratitude and sharing leadership. Because today in our culture, which I've seen, appreciation, I don't know why it is very, very less. I always say, if any good thing is happening, you always appreciate, right? If somebody smile is good, somebody's dressing sense is good, somebody has done a good work, you go and appreciate it because that gives the complete energy, which is very important. And that's why we say that if you appreciate attitude of gratitude, it is going to make a difference. Then another challenge is the status quo challenge. You see the global leader, or you see our earlier president, right, APJ Abdul Kalam sir, right? There was no status for it. He always challenged the status quo, right? And he always be a common man person. So if you are going to be a common man person, then everybody will come towards you. They feel like coming towards you, and the people who doesn't believe in that, there is the biggest challenge in that. And last but not the least, I would like to say that mentoring is very important, right? Why mentoring is very important? Because again, I remember one of the book which I have read. The book has been written by Mr. Henry, not Henry Ford. The name of the book is Die Empty. So the people they asked, where is the maximum knowledge? Right. So everybody said it is with the institution, it is with this person, this is with the scientist and all. But in that book, the gist of the book was that the maximum knowledge is in the graveyard because the people who are knowledgeable, they have not shared it and they left this beautiful world. So then it is important that mentoring today, we talk about mentoring is one of the very, very important. Today, because I'm a part of Leadership Excellence Harvard, today they talk about the reverse mentoring. And reverse mentoring is again a new buzzword. In India or in Bharat or in some of the conservative market, we will not accept it. But let me tell you, today our young generation, the way they know about the technology, there's nothing to be shied about it to learn from them. And that is known as the reverse mentoring. It doesn't mean that the position will be taken by the young people. No, you will be able to enrich and you will be able to come up to that level, which is very important. So these are the couple of the challenges are there, which I'm sure when you talk with the global leader, when you listen their podcast, right, you will find that these challenges are not there with them. That is the reason they all are building the big conglomerate, and today they are the most respected people across the globe.
As Sir Henry told about Henry, it's Henry Ford.
Henry.
By Henry Ford.
Not Ford, not Mr. Henry.
Not Ford, not Ford Todd.
Yeah, Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry, he written the book Die Hard. Die Hard is the name of the book.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And in servant leadership, even Sir Ted Glenn also tells about appreciating every small thing, find out catching up good in everything. or just complaining?
Sorry,
That
your
is,
voice is breaking, Shivani ma'am.
I'm saying, is it clear now?
Little, it is coming this way.
Maybe something is coming. So I'm saying the Ken Blanchard also propagates about catching something good in other person.
Can you just type it here immediately? I'll answer it if you don't mind. By the time I will answer I will answer Shailesh ji. Professor Rajput, your experience, professor of practice, right? Okay. By the time you will write it, I will. Henry Todd, yes, correct. You have written, correct, ma'am. Shailesh ji, my experience for professor of practice is because I talk about the skill building, right? Because I'm person from the marketing, right? I'm associated with 7 universities because more than that I can't take it. So I always talk about the which is the soft skills which are required for the today's generation, and the soft skill is that how you communicate, what are the things, empathy, emotional intelligence, vision, all these things are very important. Marketing is one of my subject where I did my MBA and all. But these things today, if we change the entire thing, it is going to make a difference. You remember, I'm sure that being a mathematics student, we all have learned sine theta, cos theta is equal to tan theta. But my question today is, where we all are using that sine theta, cos theta is equal to tan theta in our entire journey after doing our graduation, except very, very few. So what we have learned in our school days, how much it is going to help us, that is the difference. That's the reason NEP 2020 has come, and they want that it has to be as per the today's requirement. So as a professor of practice, as an advisory board member of the university, I always say that what are the elective modules has to be added in that, so that our students which are coming from the college or university to the real world, they should be able to adopt and they will be able to further flourish. So there will be a less of the attrition. Today, our young generation, they are a technology oriented. We call it the Gen Z. They don't want anything fast. Today, if you show them 25 slides, they don't want. After 5 slides, they will shut their mind. So whatever we have to communicate, it has to be in the 5 slides. That is all. And that too with the gamification for the different ways so that they can be able to absorb it, which is there. So that is all the answer of your question.
What
Yes,
is
ma'am.
the difference between local and global leadership?
Difference between global and see, the thing is, I have mentioned it that our global leader, he or she works on their skills. That is the difference, right? Very, very important. And once skills it is the communication, right? Right communication, choosing right words, right time at the right point. This is one. Second thing is, which is discipline. Discipline, right? Today, the best of the best person will never come on the time, and the lowest of the person will be able to come on the time. So that is that discipline versus the time management, right? And in our Bharat, it happens when you call, invite somebody, right? And somebody will say, okay, 10 minutes to chalta hai, 10 minutes. There is not there. But when you attend any of the international meetings, right? Okay, because like in SoS, you are always on time. Today it was a glitch, right? So I'm not saying, but you are always on time because I have attended, I know about it. So that is the beauty about it. That is again as a global leadership. Third point is that emotional intelligence, empathy. Today, again, in our culture, we have not learned empathy. When you go at the age of 40 and 40 and above, that empathy was not there. It was not inculcated in the children from the beginning itself. We all, when we are above 50 years of the age, right? We all have been developed that whatever our parents had said, that is fine. Today, the thing is, if you tell something to the 3 years or 4 years old child, he will immediately or she will immediately say, why you are saying about it? There's a complete change as there. So today is the requirement of the empathy, understanding the things, which is the difference between the global and the local leadership. Then again, passion to do the things, right? People, they leave the things because we always say the success teaches us 10 ways to further go ahead, but the failure teaches us 100 ways to go ahead. For that, you require a passion and the perseverance. And that is another beauty which is again important. Then cross-cultural respect. Today we suppose we don't know. Tomorrow your boss will be a Malayali. Tomorrow your boss will be from you can say from a different state. a Bengali. I am a North Indian. So I have to respect that person, right? He may be any person, right? He cannot communicate the way it has to be communicated. But the amount of respect which is there's a cross-cultural discipline is very important. Then the A factor, I was attitude, aptitude, altitude. A factor, attitude. Attitude makes a difference because attitude and mindsets just goes together. You have to have the attitude. Today, a person doesn't know anything, but he wants to join the particular company. His or her attitude is very positive. The person will be able to learn. But the attitude is negative. The person will never learn whatever the qualification the person has because he will always or she will always show the attitude. No, I am aware about it. I don't want. That is the difference between the local and the global leadership.
For having these values. And I would like to know your role model and whom you think are the best global leaders.
Okay. So I will answer you in 4 parts. Okay. My first role model was my mother, right? Because for all of us, right, our mother teaches us the best possible way, right? For all of us, right? And she teaches us to the time management. She teaches us to respect. She teaches us that how to accept the thing which is very important. Second role model, right, is my spouse. Because our spouse are our biggest strength, right? If they are there with us as a pillar, nobody will be able to shake you. That comes from your home. So these are the 2 very important aspects of the life. Of course, the father takes care for all the things, but spouse, either male or female, whatever it is, right? And other mother. Now coming to the professional world. The first role model was my own company founder, right? Now who is not, no more. He is Shri I.A. Modi sir, who started the journey Cadila Pharma while selling the medicine on the bicycle. And he made a big conglomerate, right? Today it is a 11,000 crore group. So there is this one important role model because I have traveled with him. I have traveled with him on the different countries across the world. I have seen how he was dealing with the people. So empathy and all. The second role model is APJ Abdul Kalam sir. Because the person who is so grounded to the earth, right? He has accepted so many things, which is very, very important. And he has never shown the attitude part. He was always a learner. From a paper boy selling the paper, he has become the missile man of the India. Such a great personality. This is about the India. And of course, our Prime Minister, so many people are there. Then coming to the international people, where we talk about it, we have Satya Nadella sir is there because when we talk about the AI, they have changed the entire thing. Sundar Pichai Saab is there. Why Sundar Pichai? Because he did his study from Sambalpur. He comes from the Trichy, the 2-bedroom house. When he was there in Sambalpur in IIT, he was not doing any Hindi, but his vision and the mission was very clear that he want to excel about it. So these are the people are there who are the real role model. When we talk about the industry, because Philip Kotler sir for the management, because I had an opportunity to interact with Philip Kotler sir for half an hour talking on the pharma industry. So there are some of the great people are there where I have interacted, and I feel that yes, they are the real role model for not only for the me, for the world as well.
Good morning, sir. Hello, can I ask one question, please?
Sir, please, sir. Please, sir. It's a
Yes.
pleasure.
Yeah. My understanding is that, managers are managers and leaders are leaders. If you don't have, leadership trait in you, you cannot become a manager. You can train the manager up to a certain point, okay, you can motivate him to become a leader. But if the manager doesn't have, basic traits, in him, he cannot become a leader. Now, take, for example, our prime minister. A Chaiwala becoming, prime minister without, MBA background, without any MBA management qualifications. Now, take for example, another person that comes to my mind is, Smriti Irani. She is not an MBA graduate, but, she has got an excellent, command over the language. I think, this is my understanding. If you utterly lack, leadership qualities in you, you cannot become a leader per se. This
Sir,
is my understanding, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
you are right. That's why I said that A factor. Did you remember my talk? I said the A factor is the attitude. If you don't
Yes.
know anything, but if you have the attitude, you'll be able to build the entire thing.
Yeah.
So what
You
you
said
said,
some
it is
3 A's.
correct.
What are the other 2 A's, please? One is,
Attitude,
attitude. I said altitude.
aptitude, then it comes the aptitude. I have that, that aptitude to learn, right? My attitude is positive, but that aptitude is a hunger to
Yes.
learn, or is a passion to learn. To reach to the altitude, you will be able to build yourself. So then you will not be managing the thing, because what manager is? The person only manages. Whatever has been
Yes.
told to the person, he or she will manage. But the
Yeah.
leader will see beyond that. So that's why
Right,
it
sir.
comes with the aptitude. It
Yeah.
comes
Yeah.
with that altitude. Manager will never see the altitude.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Does,
True. Thank you.
does
Thank
your
you.
manager feel threat by born junior budding leader? Yes. Because that's why we talk about it, Shailesh sir, that it's the reverse mentoring is important. Today, the leader should always console their manager. They are their juniors. They are not the threat for them. And when this culture will be inculcated, believe you me, it will be such a big joint working. You can change the entire situation. So that
Yeah.
mindset, again, I said about it, the mindset part. And mindset is very important to change the mindset. Whose responsibility is? The responsibility of the senior, immediate senior. Because our mindset has been fixed. We come with a different mindset. We come with a different culture, right? So we have to change our thing, because that is the basic requirement.
Yeah, true, sir. True. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Another
sir.
leader, that comes to my mind, is Dhirubhai Ambani. People were talking of, only horizontal integration. But, this one man, gentleman, long, long back, he talked of, vertical integration, proper integration, right from top to down, and again, horizontal integration, long, long back, without any MBA background. And as you said, this mindset, makes, a hell of a lot of difference, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
again, triple A factor, I say that the Mr. Dhirubhai Ambani, sir, was always want to have to the altitude, ultimate. So that
Yes.
his attitude was helping, and his aptitude was there, that the horizontal and vertical should be growing it. So
Yes.
one of the very beautiful example which you have given.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our Narayan Murthy, sir, he was the first person who brought the entire thing. You see, there are so many
Yes.
people out there who have changed the entire situation of our Bharat.
Yes.
Mohanji, you already asked two of the questions that I was about to ask. One was, what are the leadership things that can, sorry, this is good.
Shivani, your voice is breaking badly.
Okay. I'm
There's some
very
issue
sorry
here.
about it.
There's some issue over
Sorry
there.
about that. So another question that I would want to ask is, am I audible or shall I write?
Sorry.
Please write,
Am I
madam.
audible or shall I write?
Please
Yeah, audible,
write,
voice
ma'am.
breaking.
Voice is breaking. You are audible, but it is coming that like some echo and voice is breaking. So it is like, by the time I will request CA Sujata ma'am to give your question, because you have put your hands up. Please.
Happy morning, all of you. Sir, thank you so much. Your deliberation was really wonderful. Sir, I have a doubt. As a leader, when we take up roles, to be more effectively to play our role, we have to have our own judgment. At the same time, we have to tell our opinion, to distinguish yourself with the role. But when it put forward our judgment or our own views in a very strong way, it ends up in, not forming a team, or, people form their own teams. Oh, this leader is like this, so I'm not aligned to her judgment. So I will form my own groups. The teams get split into 3 or 4 groups. So if that being the case, how do we take the people along? As a good leader, what is that one a key quality as a leader that we should have, sir?
Sujata ma'am, first of all, thank you so much for such a wonderful question. I will give you with one of the example. Whenever we used to launch a division or a product, right? And the boardroom, we used to give this responsibility to all our team members. We will have the 5 to 7 team members. We used to tell them that you please come with at least 1 or 2 solution about it. Right. So every team member will work on that, and next day we used to sit And as a head of that particular division or the vertical, I never used to open my mouth. I said, let us have your solution. What are the solutions are there? So that is known as the democratic leadership or the servant leadership. Then if the 5 people, they will talk about the solution, right? And then everybody will say, yes, this solution is right. So then as a leader, you can put little more on that. It's the cherry on the ice cream. So first you are taking the people along with you. Then you are putting your thing. Then you can say, if you can do this thing, don't you feel it will be much better? Your solution is excellent, but we want to make it superb. So if you are at this thing, you will make the things happen. So in that way, Sujata ma'am, you will take the people along with you. You're able to put your cherry on that, and then everybody will be resonating with you. And at the same time, when you're leaving the boardroom, you have 5 different answers also. You are choosing only one, but at least the 5 answers are there with you, because you say that we all, as a team, we have decided it. So it is not that Sujata ma'am is going to owe it. All your team members, they are going to owe it, because it will be their responsibility, and you are going to lead it.
Yeah, true. All right.
Yes. Hirani sir, you are okay. Shivani ma'am, what is one thing you would like to change in the leadership system? I like to say only one thing, that be empathetic with the people, because people is your strength. Understand your people, right? Help them, support them, right? So when you say empathetic, never blame them, right? Again, I remember when APJ Abdul Kalam sir has put the missile there, the launch was not very successful. His senior, right, he took the responsibility. That is one of the biggest thing which is given to our respected president. So empathy is one thing which you have to have. Everything will be coming, because when you empathize with the people, you will be able to see what are their strengths, what are their deliberations to develop them. I'm not saying the weakness. What are the opportunity to develop them? That is one thing which I like to put it here. Hirani sir, you like to ask any question? Sorry?
I was just somebody saying. I think somebody's speaking. Okay. No, I was just saying, sir, a leader, when we see a democratic leader, other leaders I don't consider leader. The democratic leaders are real leader.
Correct,
they
sir.
are humbly confident. They are confident, but they are very humble.
Correct, sir.
They communicate beautifully.
Correct, sir.
And they also find mistake to such a way that we don't feel they have told us about our mistakes. So these are some of the qualities that are excellent, and that make a person follow them.
100% right, sir. 100%. That's why I said, that's why what you said, that empathize with the people, tell the things which is very softly, which is there, right? So I will give you one of the example, right? So in one of the circle, right, there was a policeman standing. One of the motorcycle person had come, and he has not crossed the line, right? So the police guy had come, he said that you have crossed the line. So this guy, he answered, he started fighting with the policeman. You don't have the eyes, you are not able to see, you can see my line and all. There was the same way, the second gentleman was there, the pillion rider. Very coolly he said that, sir, if I have crossed the line, you have the CCTV camera. Let us go there, check it. And if you find the fault, we are ready to pay the fine. See the difference. So that is the thing which is very, very important. How you convey, how you put the thing, how humbly you put it, and how emotionally you put it, that makes a difference.
I think, sir, one of the trait of a good leader is, to have, more intelligent people around you, more competent people around you, and leverage, their knowledge base. I think, this is, one of the great quality of, good leader.
Sir, absolutely right. See, it is always there. There are 2 types of leader. Again, I don't want to confront it, but what you said is clear. One type of leader is always choose the people who are lesser able than him or her. And one other leader is you like to choose the people who are knowing something more than him or her. Because with that, they will be able to learn.
Sir, Andrew Carnegie said, I would like to be remembered as having better people with me than me. More, I don't remember the perfect word, but intelligent than me.
That is true, sir. Sir, believe you me, I have learned the technological skills from my most youngest people who had come from the management. So I used to give my 1 hour with them. I used to ask how you are doing it, what are the things are there, which way. So that it has really there, and there was no absolutely ego. It was such a great cohesive learning which was there, which I really feel very happy, and the people, they really used to enjoy that. That is the way that we can make a difference.
Yeah.
Sujata ma'am, your again question, your hand is up, and Reddy Garu.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
See, as a leader, we cannot be vocal about our opinion, or we cannot put forward in a very strong way. We have to take a collective decision. Perfectly fine, sir. But at some point, for anybody, it is, over a period of say 6 months or 7 months, our original character will definitely come out. It is impossible to hide our original character. Correct, no, sir? So when it comes to that point, at some point you will end up showing your original character of, putting forward your views or your strong points. So that is where the problem comes. So as a leader, how to keep quiet? I mean, that is the biggest lesson that I feel that, as a leader, we have to learn. We have to keep quiet on many things. We should not open our mouth.
Excellent. You have touched the fulcrum about it, because this was I was supposed to say. The first thing is, ma'am, self-reflection. Right. The self-reflection, because it identifies the area where you would like to improve and grow as a leader. This is very important. And this can be done by the person only, by the leader only. So write down what are the things are there when you are alone, not in front of anybody, which you feel that, oh my God, these are things are there which can be improved. Second point is, set the clear goals, what you want to have. Define, and setting the clear goals give you the direction, the focus. The third important point I'd like to have, that seek the feedback. Because with the feedback, when you are seeking from the people, you will see that what type of feedback you are getting it, how to improve it, and what has to be added, what has to be amended. Because feedback, embracing the feedback is an opportunity for growth and development. Because we have to build, we have to grow up, which is very important, right? Suppose some person is on the 3rd story and you are the 2nd story, and you know there are a lot of bricks are like there, mortar is lying there. She will ask with the person who is on the 3rd story that how to come on the 3rd story, which way I have to come. So this is very important. This is the third point I like to highlight. Then the point is, build relationship and show the genuine interest in others. Be approachable and actively engage them with your team. So they should feel that Sujata ma'am is mine. Everybody should feel that she is my person, she is my person, she is my person. When they will start feeling it, they will work for you. They will not work for anything else. Then lead by the example. So when you have the feedback, you know what are the things are there. Then say, oh, this was the thing, I have changed it. And you know, ma'am, it is always good to say in front of your team that earlier I was doing this. Now I have changed myself. I want to do this thing. Believe you me, it's a part of ego. Most of the people, they don't do it. But once you accept it, people will start respecting you like a god. And this I have learned in my entire journey. Now I like to also add about it that seek leadership experience. Have some mentor with you. Without mentor, we cannot grow. So some person which is very, very close to you feel that yes, the person is not going to betray you, but at the same time, the person is going to help you. So take the mentorship from that person. Believe you me, that old leadership style, which you talk about, the bossism leadership style or the manager leadership style, will be changed towards the servant leadership style or the transformational leadership style.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Reddy Garu.
Sir, good morning, Rajputji. I think it was an excellent articulation of the leadership skills and values. I'll give just 2-3 points from my experience. The basic summary I can say out of all your 1 hour deliberation, a leader knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. This is one definition I can give. And one more thing, I want to correlate between boss and leader. So you are blessed to work under a leader rather than a boss, because boss, everybody knows the definition of boss. So I remember one of the deliberation of this Jack Ma. He says 30 to 40 age, you work under a very good leader. That is a turning point of life. So I worked under bosses and leaders. So leaders are still there, like you. They are disseminating the knowledge and sharing the knowledge, and bosses are vanished. So this is what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So, Shalish sir has asked, which group company nurture good leaders? See, it is like every company wants to nurture good leaders. Believe you me, you like to keep the people who are going to be a pillar. They cannot be a filler. They cannot be a puller. I repeat. They cannot be a filler. They cannot be a puller. Now, it depends upon you whether you want to become a pillar for the organization or you want to become a pillar or puller for the organization. So it is not the organization doesn't want that. Organization wants to grow. They want the people should be growing along with them. And that is the reason that it depends upon us, not the other. So the change starts from us only, sir. It doesn't start from somebody else. If you want to become a real growth person, you have to have the growth mindset, which is the need of the hour.
Right. True, sir. Yeah. Just a point of view, for contemplation. See, most of the, dictators all over the world, they are highly egoistic. They want to have, incompetent people under them. And then, because of that abnormal egoism, they suffer a lot. And, they make the organization and the country to suffer, This is the problem, with the dictators, all over the world. But as you rightly said, you need to be humble, that ego should be under our control. And, the organization goal has to be at the helm of our thinking. These things, matter a lot. Simple things, really add, value to us, which, we take it for granted, which, overlook.
That is true, sir. See, today, when you go to the Germany, you will not find anything on the Hitler. Everybody talks about the bad thing about him. Right. Yeah. And we say, don't become a Hitler. Right. Yeah. So the stories and all the things. So what you said, there has to be a change. You have to be more humble. You have to be acceptable by the people. And that humbleness and all, I always say, the learning gives us a lot of humbleness. The more you learn, the more you will become humble. Right. Olden times was there when we were there, the more you learn, the more you earn. No. Earning is a different thing. Earning will keep on coming to you, right? But you have to be humble because keep learning. That's the reason. And the word, see, whatever we know, it is a drop of the ocean, sir. Today, I am there with almost so many people are there in front of me, almost 50 people, 39 people now. Earlier it was 45. So it's like ocean was there in front of me. So the 44 oceans were there where I would have learned a small one point from anybody and everybody.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Sir, they have gone to 48 and now they have come to 39. And after many weeks, we have come to 45 and 48.
Yes.
Thanks to you. Sir, Manisha want to say something.
Yeah.
A very happy morning, sir, and my gratitude and greetings to everyone. Sir, I have two situations that I have been observing since 2 years. One is that I am a mother to two children, and all of us are parent to children. Now, since 2-3 years, I was going through various courses, then I was helping other people in one way or the other. एक सिचुएशन ऐसी आती है कि क्लास में एक बच्चा फर्स्ट आता है एंड कंपटीशन की फीलिंग बचपन से ही हमारे अंदर होती है. अब जो बच्चा फर्स्ट आता है, अगर मैं अपने बेटे से कहती हूँ कि ना बेटा आप जाके उनकी कॉपी ले आओ, कभी एब्सेंट हो तो वील जस्ट टेक फॉर रेफरेंस. और जो बच्चा फर्स्ट आता है वो बोलता है, वो सोचता है कि नहीं मुझे कॉपी नहीं देना, रीजन में भी एनी. तो बचपन से क्या होता है, अपन को ये पता है कि एक क्लास में बच्चा एक ही फर्स्ट आएगा, एक ही सेकंड आएगा. बट अगर करिकुलम में ये एक मॉडिफिकेशन आ जाए कि इन एवरी क्लास देयर कैन बी 10 फर्स्ट, देयर कैन बी 10 सेकंड, ऑल आर गुड एट something or the other. तो ये academic में मैंने एक situation face किया. I'm dealing with students personally. Even in my career counseling, I wanted some tips from you. How to give some tips to such students कि it is not always becoming first, second. क्योंकि मेरी खुद की एक friend है, she was topper in West Bengal, and today if I ask her to draft a letter, simple letter, she can't do it because ऐसी कोई बात हुई and she told me that मनीषा बहुत साल से मैंने लिखा नहीं है, I can't write this letter. तो मुझे बहुत अजीब लगा कि she was the topper. तो I don't think so कि जो क्लास में बच्चे फर्स्ट आ रहे हैं वही उन पे फोकस होना चाहिए. मतलब स्कूल में क्या टिप्स अपन दे सकते हैं बच्चों को कि एक क्लास में सिर्फ एक बच्चा फर्स्ट ना आए, वो लीडरशिप की क्वालिटी बचपन से ही उनके अंदर आए. थोड़ा सा सर इस पे अगर इफ यू कैन गिव few light.
Manisha ma'am, it is a very, very valid question which you asked. See, in the schools so it becomes about the number game, right? And every parent wants that their child should be doing good. That is the reason today the NEP 2020 had come. NEP 2020 is more towards the creative learning, experiential learning, right? I have given the example now, what we have learned in the math, sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. How many people we are using in that? What are the things
Yes,
which we have
sir.
done in the chemical or the chemistry? Are we using that part? No. Today the things are getting changed, ma'am, right? Today we are
Yes, sir.
learning experiential learning, gamification. So even the parents, when I go and talk to the school teachers, I say that don't talk about the marks. Talk about the good things with the parents. Teach the parents, which is very important, because for multiple years they have been tuned that marks are everything and anything. Right? Today they have to change their thinking part. Today you have the best of the best qualification, but you are not able to communicate, you are not able to deliberate, you are not able to utilize it. That thing is zero. Today, what you have given the example of that your colleague or your friend, she is not able to write that letter, and it is not your friend. There are so many people, even I've seen the people who are doing their PhD, they are not able to write their thesis. Can you believe this point? They are taking the help from somebody else who is writing their thesis. Up to that level, you can understand that. So the things are getting changed about it. We as a parents, or we as a teacher or as a guide, we have to see that what is the strength of the people are there. We should amplify that. Three Idiots movie, again, long back, Mr. Hirani has produced. Right, not our Hirani, sir. So that always says that work on your strength. Don't follow that same trend. And if you will work on your strength, you will be a brightening star. I don't want to quote my example, but since you have inspired me, I was completely a math student. I never have touched the frog because in dissection I have never done it. But I've changed the entire scenario because with that attitude and aptitude I want, because today, not today, earlier I used to talk with the group of the doctors. I used to discuss how the medicine works, where it has to be taken care. So that is the complete thing which has to be built. So we have to inspire our student, our children, that whatever they are having the inclination, they should work towards perfection. They should work towards the excellence. And world is big. You can get lot many things today because world is waiting for the real people. And people, they say there's no job. I always say there's a multiple jobs are available. The only thing is the skilled people are required. Today, people, they say AI is going to take the job. I always say, no. The people who are skilled, who knows AI, they will take the job of the people who are not aware about the AI.
Yes, sir. And so one more situation I want to discuss. I want to ask, like we say, learning karo, sharing karo, and when you start sharing, you get more better understanding. Okay. Now, at times it happened personally with me also. Like somebody wanted some help, I shared my data. But after a few months, I was recognizing that the data was taken because to copy the same and to grow with that again. And it happens in our profession also many a time. So it happened with me personally. So I'm most concerned. Now, how to overcome this? Like you have created something and then somebody takes it away from you in a better way, in a good way. And then later you realize that with that only the person is growing. But later, I just laugh on him, I laugh on myself. अरे ये भी चल अच्छा है वो मेरे से वो पर वो मेरे बट सर वो ना ऐसा कुछ कॉपी मतलब ऐसा होता है सर प्रोफेशन में so here can you tell something like
yeah. Again I will give the example of Henry Totner. Right, so the thing is, see ma'am, you think that you are a flowing river. Right, if anybody wants to take a glass of water or the pitcher full of water, nobody can take your knowledge. Right, see, today you have prepared some data with your intellect. right? Somebody is taking it, you should be enjoying. You should be enjoying it. Let them grow, yeah, right? Because knowledge is one thing nobody can steal from you, ma'am. That is
Yes,
one
sir.
thing which is very important. So ultimately, the proof will be today. Why we say that we know the Gita, Ramayana, Gita, and Mahabharata and all. You know that 500 years back, the people, they have destroyed that. Nalanda University, 3 months, the entire books were getting burned. But our priest, right, our Pandit, they have mugged up the thing, and today we know all the things on the Sanatan Dharam. This is one of the examples. So that knowledge cannot be taken. So you should be feeling very happy that yes, this person is growing through you. And believe you me, the person who are cheating you, and heart to heart, they know that they have cheated you. They will not be able to face eyes to eyes with you. That is there. And second time when you go and meet a person, you can tell very clearly, do you need more help? I am ready to help you. Believe you me, you will put water on their face.
Yes, sir. So it recently happened, like something I had created and it was shared, and there was a common platform, and explanation was wanted for that. And it happened that I was the latecomer. I was sitting at the last bench, okay, and that person was sitting at the front as a guest, okay. And it happened that was discussed, and then suddenly I spoke out from back, because it was created by me. And that time I realized that God bless everyone in a different way. When I was late, I was so regretted that I got late for the function, but I was sitting at the last bench, and that person didn't know that I'm sitting at the last bench. And there I got to speak out the answer to that particular part. Then I realized that God is there. He blessed me, and because Rani sir has always given me gratitude classes, and he had always told, you wait and watch. God is there for every person, and He bless you in any other way. You will never know. And it happened very recently with me. So I'm very thankful to sir and everyone, because Shivani ma'am classes also have motivated me a lot, and I'm working on that still.
I
Thank
think
you so much.
Manisha ma'am, see what you have learned, somebody has taken from you. So again, you have that as a blank space with you. So you are going to add something more on that. Think in that way, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
your knowledge level is going to be more. The person will take a small chunk of that knowledge. So your knowledge will be on the very high level, and people will, you are distributing them. They cannot take your entire knowledge. You are on 100, somebody has taken 1% of it. Still that 99 is there. So again, with another knowledge, you can make it 100. So if you are able to give distribute to the 100 people, still your knowledge will be more than that.
Yes, sir.
Rightly
True, sir.
said, sir.
True, sir.
Yeah,
Knowledge
very true,
always
sir.
multiplies and shared.
Yeah.
So you are such a strong pillar that with those exceptional oratory skills that we are following your few extra minutes. Would that be okay?
No problem. Please carry on. Please carry on. I also want to add one thing, because today we talk about the AI part. You know, we talk in the important, which is a 5.0 leadership. What is the 5.0 leadership? I like to add it here, because since we are talking about the 5.0 leadership, is started with 2020, because it's the leadership of AI generation, right? And it is the age of the global. So interconnectedness is there, where we are on the 5G network. So that's why 2020 onward, it is known as in that way. 2016 to 2019, it was 4.0 world, where the IoT was there, Internet of the Things were there. So the leadership was based on the IoT part. Then 2013 to 2015 was when the mobile had come. So that mobile leadership was there. So this is the way the technology has grown from that leadership to this leadership. And today we talk about the 5.2 leadership on AI. Today we talk about 5.2 leadership in marketing. Today we talk about the 5.0 in the industrial revolution. So a complete change, things are getting changed. Tomorrow we don't know by 2025 or 2030, because I keep on listening the podcast of Mr. Sam Altman, or I give an example of Mr. Sundar Pichai and all. They are thinking the world is going to be changed like anything. By 2047, that we talk about that, the Vishwaguru, same way they are saying that every 10 years the things will be changed. Now I want to give example. There's Brian Tracy is there, right? Mr. Brian Tracy, and he is one of the big motivational speaker. He has written in his book that every 5 years the things are getting changed. Today, every 3 years things are getting changed. Our gadgets have been changed. Our vehicles are getting changed. Earlier we have only Fiat as well as Ambassador, right? Now the thing is hybrid car, electric car, this car, that car had come. Our eating style has been changed. So you don't know tomorrow when Sujata ma'am is entering in her house, she will tell to the AI that please prepare my coffee. Then after 2 years, when she will enter, the door will open automatically and the robot will come and serve the coffee. So this is the way, yeah, sir, it is going to happen. Today we are
Yes.
going to have AI-enabled houses also. If you
Yes.
want to have the rain will come. If you want to have the sun, then again the things are going to happen. So lot many things are happening there, sir, and it is going to make a difference. So we have to adopt and we have to re-skill ourselves. During the time of Corona, we used to say that learn, unlearn, and relearn. Today, we say that apart from learn, unlearn, and relearn, we have to update and upgrade.
Yes, true. We have to be on our toes, to keep ourselves abreast with what is happening around
What
us.
is happening around us, which is the
Yes.
real requirement. And then only you will be able to tackle different type of the mindset. And
Yes.
what is the leader? Leader is tackling the minds only. That's all. If you are able to tackle the mind, you are the best person, you are the best leader. And that is the real quality.
Yeah.
Sir, one thing
So
which
you
I
are
have observed in village areas, sir, even now rickshaw walas, when they saw that there is no other option, now even they have put that scanner code even on e-rickshaws in a few districts, and now e-rickshaw wala and even footpath people, they are using the mobiles and things are changing. But somewhere few section of people are suffering also with this. So both aspect good and bad.
No, ma'am, here I like to add, our 43% of the population, they are on the digital mode. You go for the government data. 43% are digital mode. Why? Because they are with their Aadhaar card, they are able to open their bank account. So they know about the things, right? So people are not suffering. The people only they are suffering who doesn't want to adopt the thing which is the real need of the hour. Slowly, you know that a master Aadhaar card is going to come where your entire property, entire thing, because you all are the CAs, right? You are aware about it more than this, right? Everything will be linked with that. You put a click button on that and everything will come. Today, any of the CA, chartered accountant, they know the bank balance of their client, whether the client disclose it or not. They know what the things are happening, right? They know that what the transactions are happening, right? When they are filing the return. So nothing is going to be hidden, man. Everybody has to come in that particular scanner, which is the need of the hour.
Yes.
Tomorrow you will not mind. Maybe after 2 years, the beggars will have the scanners with them. It is going to happen here because today you don't carry the 5 rupees change. You don't carry 10 rupees change. You ask the people who are attending it, they must be having the 100 rupees or 500 rupees in their wallet. They will not have 5 rupees. Right. So the beggar you want to give 5 rupees, they will come with the scanner after 2 or 3 years of time. It will going to happen.
Yes.
wonderful. So you
Sir, which
answered
was
my
your best subject in school times? Would like to know, sir, if you could please share.
Sorry, please.
Sir, your best subject during school times.
I was a very naughty guy.
No, sir, your best subject.
My best update.
Subject.
Okay. My best subject
The
was
subject.
No, I was very mediocre. I was till my graduation. I have cleared with just up to near to first class. It was 57, 58%, right? So I was toward the science part, which is very, very important, and mathematics. Because mathematics is always give me, because leadership is a mathematics. How you conclude what the things are there, the numbers, right? So these are the two things were there, which was very favorite, which I learned it. But I was very naughty also. So I used to enjoy whatever it is. And I always say that whatever your age is, whatever your stage is, you have to have a child mindset. Then only you will keep enjoying whatever you are enjoying with lot of happiness, and a lot of the gratitude will be there in that.
Thank you, sir.
So you already answered the question without even asking the question on impact of emerging technologies. I would like you to throw some light on the evolution of remote work and virtual leadership in the coming years.
Once again, please repeat it, ma'am.
The role of evolution of remote work and virtual leadership in the coming years.
Okay. So now see, earlier also Zoom was there. Today we are on the Zoom. Earlier also Zoom were there, Microsoft Teams were there and all. But when the COVID had come, it has all ignited it. So it is we always say that the necessity is the mother of invention. All right. So when the necessity is the mother of invention, then the virtual leadership is again based on a different criteria. It cannot be applied in all the criteria. There are some of the leadership where you have to have one-to-one personal meeting. There are the leadership which is based on the IT revolution, where you are on the technology part, where only you are sitting there and you can make a difference. So different leadership way has to be adopted, which is the need of the hour. But whatever said and done, the one-to-one personal meeting, it enhances the leadership way because it gives you that atomic energy, which is very important. Whatever this is, say today we all are meeting here on this platform. I have met you, I am very fortunate. Tomorrow, if suppose I am going to meet Hirani sir, right, or Manisha ma'am, or anybody, that amount of that warmth which will be there, it is going to ignite the thing. Same thing with the leader and the subordinate, leader with the peer group, leader with the group, with the juniors. So it has to be adoption, ma'am. It has to be adoption.
Thank you, sir, for all the wonderful tips and insights. I would like you to summarize the entire talk about the future of global leadership. You have already given so many points of what the future will look like. The beggars will be coming with the scanned food or the AI featured homes. We need to adopt it and reskill ourselves, continuously update about what is happening all around us. What else you see will be the future?
Okay, fantastic. I will give you a couple of things which I keep on learning about it. So one is the leadership should be a responsibility. Point number one, leadership should be a responsibility. Wherever, whatever position, big leader, small leader, whatever, it is your responsibility. It is not other person's responsibility. Second thing is, with that responsibility, you have to shift the perspective. What Sujata ma'am has said about it, you have to change the perspective which is required. You have to see on the other side. Today we talk about the think out of the box. Right? We cannot see the same thing which is there. It is like that, madam. I am showing you number 9. But from your side, you are able to see number 6. Correct? Because I am saying, no, I am giving you number 9. You say, no, it is number 6. So you have to come from my side and say, oh my God, it was number 9 only. So that is one of the example which I have given. Right? Don't mistake me. But this is the thing. Then is a evolutionary potential like living things and adoption, which is very important. Then ethical consideration. What is ethical? What is the real requirement? The framework for creating and nurturing. This is known as the ethical consideration. Collaboration is the key to success. Today we teach collaboration approach, collaborative approach with the students, right? When we are teaching that collaborative approach, we are making their mind sharpen. And with the collaborative approach, it is the real requirement of the global leaders. Then transparency, be very transparent, be very truthful, be very trustworthy. If you will do it, it will make a difference. Then I'm coming out, no bias and fairness. No, that I am biased with Hirani sir, but I am fair with Shivani ma'am. No, no biasness, no fairness. Equality is the real requirement. Inclusivity is the real requirement which has to be adopted. Then learning from anybody and everybody. Whatever you are able to get the good point, learn from them and adopt it and embrace it. Embrace it instead of adoption part. Because if you embrace, it will come completely in you and over to you. Then building the ecosystem. Think what is ahead of 5 years. Not today. Today is over. Today, what is happening, which you did it 3 years back or 2 years back. If you start working on the 5 years goal, then you have the immediate goal, the short-term goal, and the long-term goal, which is very important. And that goal is going to take you for the further journey because that is the roadmap will be created. And the roadmap with the timeline, with the monitoring, you'll be able to achieve, which is the real requirement. Then interconnectedness. Start connecting with the people. Right? If you start connecting with the different people, different ways of putting the things, you can make a difference. Again, Sundar Pichai sir from India, he's taking care for the entire world. Right? Satyam Narela from Hyderabad, he's taking care for the entire world. So you can see the interconnectedness, how the things are happening. Mr. Bezos is taking care for the entire world, right? Sam Altman is taking care for so many things that he has generated. So these things are there. Our respected Prime Minister, he is the most respectable person, right? In the Time magazine, he is the top 10 leader in the entire world, right? And he cannot speak so frequently, but his thoughts are so evident that the people, they resonate with the thing, which is the real requirement of a global leader. Then at the same time, adopting the technology, embracing the technology. So if you start adopting a technology, has to be adopted, and technology should work for you. Rather, you are working for the technology. Computer has been designed by the human, but computer is working for the human. They are not allowing human to work like them. So this is the way that we have to change. So many things are there, Shivani ma'am, but these are the simple points which has come in my mind. So I thought, let me just narrate it.
Thank you, sir, for these wonderful points. And I think our audience is blessed to have you and learn from your wisdom. So anyone from the audience want to speak? The floor is open. You can unmute yourself and please go ahead.
I just want to add, throughout my journey, I have learned one thing. Money is not the bar to, money is not the obstacle if you want to grow with education. There are many people who cannot afford courses, but I have guided in last few months few children. They belong to village farmers children, but now they are going for the courses. So money is never the obstacle for growing. And second, I have learned is uh, I just forgot. Thank you.
I don't know, I have asked many questions, but can I just correct my understanding?
Please, ma'am, please.
So we are unanimously selected, all members unanimously selected leader. There will always be differences among the members. Views will always be different. There will always be groups. There will always be people, supporting the leader and not supporting the leader, openly supporting the leader, but working behind the leader. So these are all the common things which as a leader we have to accept and move on. Is it correct? Whatever may be you are good. I mean, how much ever good you do, whatever you are best at, irrespective of everything, these differences will continue to be there. You have to live with it and take the people along.
You are right. You are right. The twin brothers,
Okay.
with a difference of some few seconds, they don't think alike.
Okay.
Right.
We can't mother has given. But as a leader, it is impossible to please everybody. So we have to go with, at some point, we will have to move with the crowd which is supporting us and move on. So
it was a very old saying by somebody, by Steve Jobs, that if you want to make everybody happy, you start selling ice cream.
Sir, I want to say something to Sujata ma'am.
Yes, sir.
If there was no difference in people, we would not require leader also, and we would have been bored to extent that we would commit suicide. It is good that we have differences.
Okay. So it's part of the journey.
It is good. What Hirani sir said is good for the differences. But then at that time, they have to change the position as a mentor.
Yes.
Yes. So if you will change the position as a mentor, and it is always good to have one-to-one conversation with your person who is not accepting your point of view. Listen their point of view, write down on a piece of paper, see that what is the pros and cons are there. And when you will have the conversation, right, that is going to lead toward the positive results. And in my entire journey, I had many people. I had a team of 860 people, right? There was always something that people were not saying that this will happen. We always used to have the conversation with them. And communication, right conversation will change the entire set of the mind. But the only thing is, you have to devote little time. And that time devotion will make the person as one of the great followers for you for the entire life. Because in the running world, believe you me, we take it granted, we don't devote that time. And think, Sujata ma'am, somebody here, so many people here. Whenever there is a confrontation, how much time we have devoted in person to understand, to empathize, and to come with the solution along with the person. If you have done it, if you did it, you are absolutely the most crowned leader.
Anyway, sir, whatever I said was in a lighter mode, just to make a slight fun about Siddhartha said.
No, you are right, sir. I took the point from you. What you said, you are absolutely right. I just took one more step with your point.
It takes away time, sir. Like, as a leader, when we want to one-to-one, when we want to connect with the members and address their concerns, it takes.
Okay, I will just add one thing. As a mother, right? If you are a mother, right?
Yes,
when your child is not doing good, you every time don't scold. You sit with the child, you talk with your child, you tell them what is the real intensity is there. Do you do that? If you start scolding your child, the child will hate you. The child will not come to you. But if you will convince the child, sit with the child, empathize with the child, see, the child will immediately embrace you. So as a leader, we should always accept the same thing what we have learned from our mothers, or as a mother or as a father, what we are doing. Simple. My funda is simple. Your team is your child. Your team is your brother and sister. Right? Behave like the elder to them and embrace the thing which is required.
Perfect, sir.
Sir, other is language. Sir, I want to add, I forgot, language is no barrier for growth. Sir, it took time. I thought English is everything, Hindi is secondary. But now everything is, my mindset is changed. Now I go to such village areas. Now I have learned that local village area language I have learned, because I want to give them my vibes. So now it is happening opposite. The day I understood, उनके पास कमी नहीं है कि वो अंग्रेजी नहीं जानते, मेरे अंदर कमी है कि मैं विलेज एरिया की लैंग्वेज को के करत है कि वो उनकी भाषा है सर यहाँ पे. सो आई हैव लर्न 2 विलेज लैंग्वेजेस जो मुझे सर आती नहीं थी. तो बिफोर आई यूज्ड टू थिंक दे डोंट नो इंग्लिश, दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी, उनको कैसे समझाएंगे, दे आर नॉट ऑफ दिस पार्ट. नाउ माय थॉट इज चेंज. I have to give them, so I will learn their language. So this is becoming a reverse learning for me, and I'm enjoying it because this I have taken from my Irani sir, and I'm thankful that language and money both should be balanced properly in everybody's life. Money से भी कुछ नहीं होता और language से भी कुछ नहीं होता.
Language can, ma'am.
Yeah,
And I like to
I would like to say one thing.
Sir, tell me.
So I also want to add, but we are not getting a chance.
Who?
Please go ahead, ma'am.
Please go ahead. You go ahead first.
Yeah, talk.
Who's speaking now? Please go ahead.
SoS.
Ask ma'am, please.
No.
Madam,
I am
go ahead.
Mangala Herkal, but it's SoS is my husband's. It's coming
okay,
over there.
Okay, Mangala ma'am, please speak. Please speak, ma'am.
Yeah, I want to share some very.
Ma'am, you are on mute.
आवाज नहीं आ रही है. Mute है.
You are on mute.
नहीं, mute पे नहीं है, sir.
You are on mute. We are not able to hear you, Mangala ma'am.
आवाज नहीं आ रहा है.
Yeah, fine.
I'm an.
Your voice is breaking.
No, I'm not coming, ma'am. SoS ma'am, Mangala ma'am is not coming.
An international teacher for French, recognized by the European Union, language has played a very important role in my life. I just want to say the reverse. Whenever I do translation or interpretations for even MDs, I earn as much as the MDs do. So we cannot say language is not. Or when you go at a higher level, I have appeared for UPSC exam and they asked me only one question: how will you tackle the language part? And I dealt with it and I passed the UPSC exam. So language is at a lower level, it is not. At a higher level, it plays a very, very important part. If I want to become number 1 in the company, if I cannot communicate with my people, I am 0. Yeah. So at a lower level, if I want to work as a clerk, language is not important. When I work at a higher level, it is very, very important, right? Yeah. So this I want to say. Secondly, I want to say that our education is only is not yet interdisciplinary. We have not incorporated other things as a part of our education. I have worked in Europe. I've been a student in Europe of the European Council, and there they have interdisciplinary approach. So your attitude towards life is totally different. Your attitude towards the student is very, very different. Once a week, we used to have mentoring session, which was apart from studies. where syllabus was not taught. And when syllabus is not taught, I think the connectivity with the student is very, very strong. So,
Mangala ma'am, you have touched the actual point, what you said about it. So with your due permission, I like to repeat it. One is the language is a barrier it's a boon and bane both, right? So when you are working with the student and the lower areas, what Manisha ji has said about it, Manisha ma'am, right, it is fine. But on a higher level, when we have to communicate with the same mindset of the people, you have to have on that level. Because that's why we say that on the upper level, it cannot be a father-child relationship. This is a management way, Vijay. It has to be father-to-father relationship. When you're talking to your chairman, you should be coming on that level to talk to the chairman so that he should respect you with your communication, what you said about it.
yes.
Second point, what you added about it, attitude and mentoring. In my entire conversation, I keep on repeating that attitude, aptitude, altitude, mentoring. These two things are very, very important because that's what today we want to inculcate, that if you want to see the person having the great attitude towards doing particular job, he or she will learn from her own and she will get some of the best mentor to get the things done.
Yes.
So both the points which you have touched it, absolutely, I echo on that and I have learned through it.
Yes. Yes.
Sir, I want to add here, rich grows richer and poor grows poorer. This is a statement many times heard. But here I want to add if you want to be like Sudha Murthy ji, very recently I had a workshop with her indirectly. So there she was saying that if you want to be a globe, like as madam said, she knows French and she did from Europe, very nice. That is the higher part of her. But if that higher part has to become the diamond and more better, then the person should be connected with the ground people also and with the highest level also. Like Modi ji becoming a chai wala, he was on Sadak and now he is on the Asman in one chartered flight. So both way it is important. So I wish that every person should connect both ways. जिसको जैसे मतलब opportunities मिले. In my case, I have to give back to society. I am at ground level. I'm doing that. At the same time, I have some workouts at a good level. I even sit with the CMD of the bank. So it is okay. But I respect both part. So I think everyone should respect both part and both are important. And language is again no barrier for me.
She is not confronted you. Mangla ma'am has not confronted you. She has added that the both way you have to balance it, right? Actually. So nobody is confronting to each other. See, it is the same situation. When we talk to our child, we talk in a very, very polite way. But when we talk to our other colleague, we talk in that leadership way which is really required. So both things has to be.
Study your audience.
Yeah, study the audience, empathize with the audience, and then you speak out. So this is also required as about the example of Modi ji chai wala. When we talk to our servant, you cannot talk na, तुम्हें बात करने का तरीका नहीं आता, तुम्हें ये नहीं आता. You know that they have been nurtured in that way, right? So they will do the way it is there. Talk little, finish it up, they should feel happy, and we talk it through. So it is no confrontation. Don't take it anything negative. It is
no, sir. I am not taking that the way, but I want to say that we have to respect both part.
Yes,
and what madam said, today I have learned new thing from her, and I have taken on knowledge from her.
Great.
But I want to say, like many people, many sections are there who don't get such good opportunities to reach that higher level. So wherever we are, in every way, we have to help each other. So thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am. I am not in any way to hurt anyone.
No, thank you. I agree, ma'am. Agree.
I want to ask something from the medical field. Why are medical products first introduced in Pune? Because I'm asking you because my husband is a doctor.
So once again, repeat, why
are medical products first introduced in Pune in India?
No, it is not like that, ma'am.
Yes, my husband is a doctor and he always tells me so.
No, probably the person who is introducing is always give lot of weightage to your husband. And he must be coming to you and he's a marketing style. That's the first time we are coming to you and we are introducing to...
No. I think it's the characteristics of Pune people.
No. Ma'am, because I have introduced many of the... you can just ask with your husband that you have had an interaction with the Cadila Senior Vice President. Whatever the product which you are introducing, it is pan-India. There's a small company which doesn't operating in entire India, they will be introducing in that particular niche area. But the companies which are operating in the pan-India or they are the global company, we introduce simultaneously because we have the team of 300 to 400 people. And when we prepare any strategy, right, so that is strategies for entire allocation, areas-wise and all. So the samples or the literature or the training has been given across to all the people so that the product should start growing. We want every vertical should be growing the product. So,
sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, one message because you are at a global level, please note it. Sir, the manufacturing cost of few injections are very minimal. But when it comes to the marketplace, it is thousands and even up to 50,000 plus. So this is, I was just studying a story of a guy and he mentioned that my mother I lost because the injection was so of a higher price. But later he did research on that and he found it just cost around 160 or 170 and which was thousands of rupees in that particular hospital. So on this, please try to globally put something
Manisha,
for people who cannot
Manisha,
afford.
let's stick to leadership only. Today we are talking about leadership.
Yeah,
that is not diverse.
Hello.
the job of
IME.
That is the job of IME.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Soumya here. Thank you, Dr. Rajput. I got a lot of insights. Let me deviate the topic. Actually, I had one question. It is regarding I know few older age group leaders who don't believe in digital. I know that they have lot of experiences and lot of information to share, but when it comes to uh, uh, sharing it online, they are not ready. They always prefer one-to-one and the people. When they are doing that, definitely it is not possible to reach so many people. And when I say that if you are not coming online, then how will you project yourself and how people will get your knowledge and expertise? And they say that I am okay with it. But what I feel is somewhere they are doing the disservice to society by not sharing and encouraging some people who are not even like I should call like a fake leaders. Like they just take the ChatGPT input and they're projecting themselves as a top leaders without even having a personal experiences. So I want to hear something on this. Like what is your opinion and how can I make them come online and show the real experiences and expertise?
So, madam, very good question because it is completely a mindset which will make a difference, right? You have to change the mindset because then only you will be able to make the things happen. Chat GPT is another thing which is there, which I'll talk later about it. These leaders which have such a knowledge, I'm so sorry to say, neither they will accept the better knowledge or neither they will want to deliver the knowledge, frankly speaking, because the world is getting changed, right? They are still on that managerial style which is there. Today, if you ask that how to deal with a 25 years young engineering student who is a professional there in a management college, or I have seen one of the 19 years girl who has become CA, right? 19 years girl which has become the CA, the most, recently her photograph had come, right? So their thinking is totally different. So they have to imbibe with that particular thinking. But if they don't want to come in that way, I think they will become obsolete. Today, nobody goes to the post office. Today, nobody does the money order, right? Everybody is doing it. So the post office are getting closed. We are not able to see post box now, right? I'm asking that since how many years back you have purchased a postcard or a envelope, right? Today, everybody on the SMS. So it is, if you will not change, the world is going to change to you. The change is inevitable. You have to accept it. Otherwise, you will be forgotten. 100% right.
Yeah.
Now coming to the Chat GPT part. Chat GPT is again a boon. But the thing is, what you want to take it is your wisdom. And today, even the child which comes to the school, they come with a complete preparation of the Chat GPT. And if the teacher says that the Chat GPT should not be accepted, it is a wrong. Because after 2 years of that time, everything will be Chat GPT. Nobody will have the time. Because we are on the Gen Z. Remember, ma'am, Gen Z, they will not accept, they want everything fast. And the new thing which is coming up, which is known as the Gen Alpha, right? After 3 years of that time, Gen Alpha will be there. So Gen Z will become obsolete. So we have to use whatever the tools are available because then the wisdom utters, that what to accept, what not to accept. Today in the mobile phone, you have thousands of the messages, but do you go and read all 1,000 messages? No. We delete the thing which is not required. But somebody put the 40% of the time to just keep on adding the thing, then you are gone. Yes, sir.
Sir, first we need to remember the numbers of all our relatives. Now we use mobile. What's wrong? Because we have it.
Correct.
There are so many things we can remember. We have to put in our mind.
Sir, we go. Suppose I have to come to Hirani sir place. He will send the Google location to me. I'll go through the Google location. Otherwise, earlier we used to ask for the every nook and corner, which side left, which side right, where to go, what the things are there. So technology is helping us. Technology is becoming a boon, but how to use the technology, which is the human wisdom, which is very important.
Yes, sir. Now, as how to search Google has become more important. There are people who can search very fast.
Agreed, sir. Agreed.
The skill is required everywhere.
The skills are required. The skills are required. Absolutely, sir.
I use ChatGPT, sir. I use ChatGPT, but you know what I do? I put my ideas and then I tell it to form it properly. What's wrong? If I can convey to somebody.
Sir, that is a wisdom because you have the knowledge, right? You put the knowledge in that. You put the knowledge. Means the input, your input is your knowledge which you put in that ChatGPT. And when ChatGPT gives you the outcome, then you put your wisdom, what has to be taken, what has to be rejected.
Yes. And sir, one thing more. Yeah. Sir, any word, you say leadership, you say resilience, you say confidence. I can give lots of meaning. I can use my mind and give a lot of meaning. And then I can put it in ChatGPT and give a good form to convey that.
Absolutely right, sir. Absolutely right. You can convey the one thing in the multiple ways which can be taken by the people.
But if you use my idea, then it is useful. If I use only ChatGPT, it will be common.
Sabhi, sir, that's why Hirani sir, wisdom. And the knowledge gives wisdom. Right. Because abhi to kya hai ki information is available. ChatGPT is the information module now. Earlier, Google was the information platform. Today, ChatGPT is the information platform. But with that knowledge, you take out from the thing what has to be taken. The residue has to be taken, which is important.
Sir, 2 days back, I was going through, there was a session on AI. There are so many that come. You can make your PPT automatically. There again, you can make coding. Coding has become very easy. You should know what to say. Then the Gemini, the Google Gemini board has become Gemini. It's the best in coding. You can make your own coding. So everything has come on this, but now you have to learn how to speak to AI.
Absolutely right, sir. Now the Copilot has come from Microsoft, right? They are talking about the Copilot, which is again LLMs are come, sir. So these things are really making a difference.
And that's changing so fast. The life is changing so fast. You have to cope up with it. You have to cope up. That's all.
Yes, definitely, I agree. We can only take information from all the AI tools, but the experiences and wisdom, we can take it only from the people. So my question initially started, how can we extract those completely from those kind of people who are not ready to share? Because see, I know personally 2-3 people who are really good in their wisdom, and basically they are teachers and trainers also. Okay, but they are not coming online. Because if there are common people, just like my mom, like she has a lot of information and she will share it with me. Only if I share it to the world, then only people will get to know. But I want to, there are a lot of things which can we hear from people, from everyone.
So Soumya ma'am, you have to have the one-to-one conversation like with your mom. She must be knowing many things. Have the conversation, tell them this is going to help. See, it is like keep on consolidating the things which can make a difference. Because it is not today's thing. It has been said, it has been developed to them for the number of years. Right? And the way they have developed, their mindset has been developed. It is very, very difficult to change from this level to that level.
Sir, can I say something?
I think it is getting a recency effect. My initial question was actually, I know few trainers who are very good at it, but they are not projecting themselves online.
Madam, can I answer? 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
Hirani, sir. Hirani, please.
वो बोलते हैं कि गीता में बोलते हैं कि भगवान made this world and he's controlling. One of the person asked our Prabhuji, then why he allows somebody to rob, somebody to do rape and all these things? He said God made his world and gave the free will. He has given you everything. Now, what you take, you will go ahead. You will build your karma. So we cannot force anybody. We can only change ourselves. Nobody else.
That's what
Nobody.
I don't want to say, but the thing is, you cannot. That's why I said, no, otherwise become obstinate. Example of ma'am I've given, Bhargav ma'am, right? So Mangala ma'am. So how she has changed the things, right? One of the beautiful example, like Manisha ma'am has said, she talks with the small people, the children, as well as to the bank heads, right? So this is the way that you have to change the mindset, which is the real requirement. If the mindset is not getting changed, nobody will remember you. Nobody will remember you. Frankly speaking, the world is changing so fast. We miss the things which is there. What had happened, gone.
The best thing what I do is whatever the information I collect from them, I try to give it to the world. So indirectly I am passing it on, but still somewhere I feel like he is the like they're the person, no? So they should speak about it. Somewhere somebody I think Manisha was saying right, maybe there it was not ethical, where some of her friend they stole and said, but here I am taking the permission, then I am sharing. So somewhere, but still, I don't have 100% good feeling about that. So that is the reason I just wanted to hear from you as well.
Madam, one thing more. Madam, what has happened? Rajput ji, sorry, I'm just coming in between. But it is said that whatever has happened, and it was going to happen. Now, after what has happened, you feel guilty. मैंने ऐसा किया होता, मैंने वैसा. कुछ नहीं. It was going to happen. It was determined to happen. To destined to happen. तो जो लोग जो करते हैं वो करते हैं. मैडम, आप अपना जो काम करते हैं वो करते रहिए. You will do a much better world. You will make a much better world.
Thank you.
And sir, taking the points from you, Hirani sir, Soumya ma'am. Now you should be an accelerator. So you learn all the techniques from such people who doesn't want to share, and then you start sharing that thing. That is the right way of giving back to the society. I repeat, you take all these beautiful techniques from them, you learn from them, you make them as your mentor, and then you start sharing it, right? And it is going to ensure that you are bridging the gap between that experienced person versus to the entire society.
Yes, definitely, sir. I have already started. Like I said, only that feeling was missing. Like if they say directly, then it would be more effective. But yeah, I'm doing my best, whatever is possible from my end. But thank you so much for the wonderful session. Throughout the session, I learned a lot, and also the fellow members here, Manisha, Suhas, Mangala madam.
Mangala ma'am.
And Hirani sir, Shivani, there are so many people added a few information in between. That was also very thought-provoking. Thank you so much for the wonderful session. And I would request you to keep coming here and boost us with all leadership information, so that we will also become, like, we already, everyone are leaders, but when we hear from you, right, that mind will get charged up. That is what I am experiencing right now. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You should apply for PhD.
Just a second, I want to.
Yes, please.
Good morning, all divine angels.
Rekha ma'am, just 1 minute I will take. Soumya, thank you so much. I would like to add here one point. First of all, use it or lose it is the law of the universe. And as soon as we learn and implement this law, we will definitely get benefit out of it. If we will not learn, we will just keep on holding things. Definitely, we are going to lose it one day. And another thing that I would like to add to the conversation is the word Samvedanshilta that I learned from a video on when Sudha Murthy ji asked PM Modi, what is the source of your inspiration? He said it is the Samvedanshilta. That is वो भी हमारे सामने हो रहा है, जैसे सर ने बोला, it is the adopting the things that are happening around you. And to that he said that अगर आपके पास एक रिक्शे वाला है और आपने थोड़ा सा संवेदनशीलता दिखा दिया, definitely that guy is going to respect you. You are going to create your own brand around it. So that is what is expected from each one of us, to be a little kinder, to be show a little samvedanshilta towards each and everything around us. that was the point I wanted to convey here. And sorry, sir, for taking
Yes.
your extra time. It was planned for 1 hour and it extended.
No, nothing like
So,
that.
yes,
I just
Rekha.
want to add before Rekha ma'am,
Yeah.
I want to
Yes.
add here. I never heard about that because I never heard that ki Samvedhanshilta Modi sir has told to Sudha ma'am. But I always say that empathy ke andar hi Samvedhanshilta is one of the very important parts.
Yes.
So if you
Yes.
have the empathy,
Yes.
then you become Samvedhanshil also. Then you will be able to understand where the shoe pinches of other person. Then you will have that pain of that shoe which is pinching for other person. That's why when you ask that what is the one important thing, I said empathy, empathy, and empathy. Empathy will
Yeah.
always ensure that sympathy or samvedhanshilta with the other person, and then you will take the person along with you. When we were in this pharmaceutical industry, when you used to promote the product, we say that you go in the doctor's chamber with your mindset, but you go and when you are talking with the doctors, you put yourself in his shoes. And when you are coming out, take your doctor in your shoes and you come back. So that is the way that we are changing the empathy, which is very important. So the doctor should start thinking like you, and he should start or she should start prescribing your product. So over to you, Rekha ma'am.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Rajput. I have no words to express my gratitude here to learn so many great things. And I am hearing you second time. I have earlier heard you in that Amity University, in that felicitation program, transformation. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. It's a great privilege for me to hear you. Yes, you have nicely explained that empathy word. Empathy is like a umbrella, actually. It includes so many things. Like leader should be a great listener also, right? And it should have patience. He should have patience, and like Shivani also said that Samvedhanshil. And one more thing, that is Vivekwan. Everyone should be Vivekwan word. I am using this Vivekwan. The responsibility of leader to make all of the people, to make them like they should think like they are Vivekwan. What is right, what is wrong. They should have this capability. Thank you so much again. It's a great privilege for me. Thank you.
In this world, there are so many animals. We are also human being, also wonderful animal. Only we have Vivek, nobody else. So we should be Vivekwan, 100%.
Yes.
Thank you,
yes.
madam.
Yeah, true.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And special thanks to Dr. Rajput for his special time and the sharing of knowledge with all of us here.
Yes.
A lot of thank you to everyone for making these sessions successful. We are today at episode 75 and soon we'll be reaching episode 100. And many more things are going to unfold. Keep learning, keep sharing. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. I really want to thank you, Shivani ma'am, as well as Hirani sir, and all the wonderful.
No, sir, only Shivani madam. I am just supporting her. I am her assistant. She is doing everything. No, really.
Again, a good leader.
Every week she brings somebody who can give a very good lesson to us.
Very nice. And I am very
happy.
It's all
her
effort. On the platinum jubilee, you can say 75th episode is the platinum one. So I have been invited. And at the same time, I just want to highlight, because whatever I've spoken, I have already presented my book to Shivani ma'am, The Leaders with Ladders, right? And she has also presented her wonderful book to me, right? So this is one book which is there. After that, I have written another book, which is The Ladders for Transformational Leadership. So here I have mentioned that why transformational leadership is required. What is the difference between the transactional leadership and transformational leadership? Why the transformational leadership is the need of the hour in the global leadership. And when I have given the example of Mahabharata, how the Krishna is the real transformational leader with having the visionary, empathy, mindfulness, right? All the things which are there in that. So whenever you have the time, right, you please read it. And I'm sure whatever I have learned, I have started putting in this beautiful book. Thank you so much once again. Very happy, very blessed.
Thank you.
My sincere gratitude to all.
Shivani madam,
This
just send me the
session is
name of the
like a
book.
meditation. This session is like a meditation. I would say that. Thank you.
Yes, sir, you are saying. Rani, sir.
Sir, you are on mute. Rani sir, you are on mute.
No. Somebody was talking to me.
Okay.
Please share the link of that book.
A book.
Okay.
Sure.
Name
I'll
of the book. Name of the book.
No, yeah, name of the books, and they are available on Amazon or
Sir,
Flipkart.
it is available
Yes,
in Amazon,
yeah,
sir. It is
everywhere,
available. Everywhere.
Name
Yeah.
of the another book. Name of the another book.
Another
One
book
is
is
leader.
the one is the
Leaders
leader.
with ladders.
The leader. Yeah, Shivani ma'am, tell. Yeah.
Leaders with ladders, and another one is transformational leader.
The ladders for
Leader-
transformational leadership.
Ladders.
The ladders for transformational leadership. And with your due wishes, both the books have become the Amazon bestseller. And the second book which you launched, which is in just 7 days, became the Amazon bestseller.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you so much.
Definitely. With your rich experience, definitely they are going to be bestsellers, definitely. And
Dr.
I would like
Rajput
to.
just a
I
minute.
would like.
Shivani madam, 1 minute. Doctor sir.
Yes,
Rajput
sir.
ji.
Sir, boliye.
You have got some charisma. People are attracted. They are all listening to you so nicely, and you are very pure-hearted. आपने एक जवाब दिया है ना दिल से, बहुत मजा आया. It was
Thank
so
you, sir.
interesting.
Yeah, true.
Thank you, sir.
जैसे आप लोगों का करिश्मा है वो कोई somebody asked me ना कि मुझे एनर्जी कहाँ से आती है, so I say when I meet all of you I feel the energy from you.
Because when you are speaking, you need listener also.
Thank you so much.
शिवानी मैडम, ये दोनों बुक के बारे में थोड़ा मेंशन कर दीजिएगा हमारे ग्रुप में. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you.
And I would also like to extend our thank you to Dr. Rajkumar sir.
Yes, from all of us. Yeah, wonderful session.
He is not attending today. He is conducting Global Education Summit. So he is doing a physical
he was
program.
there early in the morning. Early in the morning he was there. Then
he was there. Okay. So he always joins. Even if he is so busy with so many academic works that he is doing, still he comes and joins us every Saturday, even for 10 minutes. That's
he
the
make a
beauty
point
of
to come.
SoS.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Rajput.
No thanks. It's my honor. It's my pleasure. Thank you so much. Much gratitude. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a great evening and a lovely years. And the coming time is 100th also very soon. Exactly after 6 weeks of that time, 6 months of the time, it is going to happen. Thank you.
Shivani, you are the host. You will close.
Okay.